face has set a little bit. I have pulled out all the makeup materials and we're going to jump into this face. Today we're going to try a new video. New video alert. Still by our girl Imani Lee Marie, but this time we're going to do the detailed holiday makeup tutorial for beginners. The holiday is obviously Christmas. I really like the way it came out and it's a holiday. So I want to do something a little bit more. Now I'm very nervous for this because there's a lot of blush involved. Okay, there's 2 blushes and I did go out and get the other blush. And I'm very nervous. However, we're here, we're gonna give it a try. And if we don't like it, that's okay. My man is gonna love me regardless. All right, we're on eyebrows. Y'all should know by now, child, I don't know what the heck I'm doing with these here things, but it ain't been looking too bad, so we're just gonna roll with what we're doing. I will say, the more I do the makeup, the more I be like, dang, should I get them arched? Ugh, it sounds painful. Is it getting your eyebrows plucked, waxed, any of the things sounds painful? I don't know how you girlies do it. It sounds painful. Now, I say that, but I do get waxed, okay? However, I don't know, waxing the face or plucking my face don't sound enjoyable. Also today, she was like, you know, control it by putting your pinky on your face somewhere. We're gonna try that because I just feel like I don't be having control and it be coming out light. I mean, dark, too dark. And she says that if you put your pinky somewhere on your face, it helps with your control and not coming out dark. So we're gonna try that, that technique. I feel like I have y'all too low today and I think I may need to move the camera up. So I'm gonna do that real quick. I feel like this is a little bit better. Just a little. Okay. So again, this thing I was saying about getting my eyebrows plucked. I am a little nervous, but there we go. That's the eyebrows. They there. Okay, again, she's using foundation. We're gonna use our skin tint. But y'all, I am getting a little nervous. I don't know how much is up in here. I really hope it's a lot more than what it feels like. Because I've been just like going to different like stores that I'm like in, that I'm at a lot. So like Walmart, CVS's, Walgreens, and just like looking at the makeup aisle just to become more familiar with them. And every time I go and I see this brand, NYX, and I looked at the foundation, I cannot find this shade, Toffee Butter, which makes me go, I'm gonna have to eventually find another skin tint, like a different brand. Like people do, that's the thing. People do that. That's the thing. Y'all don't just have one. I mean, Imani Lee Marie don't even just got one. Like she'd be like, oh, today I'm using, you know, whichever one, and blah blah blah. And I've just been using the same one. And now I see why. Because sometimes there'll be, you know, you go to the store, you need another one, and this could not be the reason. However, it's gonna be my reason. And they don't have your complexion, so then you gotta try a new brand. Y'all, I don't. Once I find something I like, I want to stick with it. So the fact that I have not been able to find this one at the stores is blowing me. Now, I do think that that means that like maybe I just have to keep going back to Ulta, which is where I believe I got this one. Anyway, I'm also using today a new brush. Got a new brush. I'm also realizing I'm gonna have 7,000 brushes. Actually, buying the brushes, y'all, is like my favorite part. I actually like going and looking at the brushes and buying new brushes. So I feel like I'm gonna have a lot of these. I don't know why I like the way they feel. Yeah. But this one is a total face, e.l.f. total face, and I'm gonna try to use it for my skin tint. As you all have picked up on and seen, I usually use one of these sponge things. It was what the girl at Ulta did. The woman at Ulta did when she was like testing out, trying to find my skin tone. I could see how she was doing it, and so I've just been trying to replicate that. But I'm going to try the brush today. We're gonna try the brush and see how it goes. Here we go. And I'm trying to do what Lee Marie, Imani. It's so hard for me to call her Imani because like I have a good friend named Imani. This thing feels huge. Like it total face bowl. One little bite and you got my total face. That's for sure. All right, I can't remember. I feel like she says just like get your nose with the rest, but I don't feel like there's a lot of product on this here brush. I gotta go watch the video because I'm over here talking to y'all acting like I know what I'm doing. I am getting more confident. I don't know if you guys can tell. I can tell. I'm getting braver out here in these streets, okay? In these makeup streets. I'm getting braver. But let me go watch. Okay, so she definitely said just like go over your nose with it, but I don't feel like there's anything is coming off, and it may be because I'm using Skin Tint, not foundation. So I am just gonna like try to scrape what's left on my hand, which really ain't a lot, and use that. I just poked myself in the eye. This feels so good. I feel like I'm getting pampered, darling, pampered. I'm honestly just trying to use the rest of this that's on my head because I don't want it to go to waste, because I'd already told y'all I ain't been able to find it. It's making me anxious that I've been, like literally today I went to CVS, somewhere else. I went somewhere else and I didn't see it either. I can't remember where, but I guess I'm gonna have to try a new skin tint at some point. So if you have ideas on what skin tints I should try next, let me know. I know one of my friends, Precious, has one. I have it in my notes that she wants me to try, but I'm pretty sure I have to go to Ulta or Sephora to get it because it's only there. So. And with this, ooh, y'all, it's the blush. It's the blush. All right, so she's trying to play around with reds. I feel like I'm not quite dark enough to play around with reds, so I try to. Ooh, child, this looks so different out of this box. So I'm going to try to play around with more peachy blushes, because I just feel like I'm not dark enough for a red. I could be wrong, but I just too nervous. So I am going to. The first one she puts on is a cream blush. So I went out and found a cream blush. I am going to use e.l.f. Putty Blush in the shade Turks and Caicos. Okay, like a little way on the island. But I'm so nervous, y'all. I will say, because I knew I was going to do this video, I also went and got a new e.l.f. brush that is for, it's literally called Putty Blush. Now I hope that means that it's going to work well with this, because that's why I bought it. So, Lord, here we go. Divided. Oh, I'm nervous. I'm also nervous because this brush is not like angled like the one that she got. Oh, this is forgiving because you can't even really see it. This is a lot more forgiving than the red that she's using. And it could be because I'm using the wrong type of brush. So let's try a different brush. Can y'all even see that? This is not the color that I thought it was going to be, but we're here now. All right, now she's saying bring it up a little bit under the eye because we're going to cover it up with our concealer and all the things. Honestly, I'm like, this is not on me as bright as hers is, so like I'm concerned, but I'm not concerned. Now, I am concerned that I didn't put this one right, but we're here. I don't know if this is not applying right because of the brush or if it's applying, it's just the color is matte light. Or like, they said, baby, it's Turks and Caicos. We ain't gonna do you wrong. Because this is forgiving. I'm like, I don't see this for real. I didn't did back. She ain't did back. I do think I did a little bit much over here, but I think I redeemed myself over here. But it's okay. We're going to conceal where it needs to be. We're going to use our concealer and things to make sure this don't end up looking a hot mess. But, okay. I don't know that you guys can really see that. I can see it. It is Valentine's Day, so it is a little wine. Yeah, I don't know if you all can see that, but I can see it. What I will say is it looks like, it looks kind of crayon-y. I don't know if that's that that don't sound sexy, but it looks a little crayon-y. We're gonna see how this goes. We're gonna keep going. Okay, so we're also using a new concealer today, although I'm kind of tempted to not use this concealer. I went and bought a lighter concealer because I feel like every face I've done thus far, I put it on and I go, oh y'all, I think I need a lighter concealer. So I went back and I got Fair to Light because I've been using what is Black Radiance's light, and I don't know, I just felt like it wasn't light enough. I think this is the light. Yeah, so I just felt like it wasn't light enough, but honestly, this Fair to Light looks scary. So this is the one I've been using, and this is Fair to Light. I'm a little nervous, but I think we'll try it, see how it goes. All right, we're gonna use the Fair to Light and see. Woo, ciao. It's light. It is Fair to Light. You don't quit. Alright, so I am trying to blend this down into the blush like she said. I always feel like I put too much up here on this side every time, but that's okay. So we can hide some of that blush that I feel like I went too high up there on. I'm gonna be super careful with this side. Alright, y'all, I think I was scared for no reason. I actually feel like it was okay. I actually think I just put some more on this side. Clean up the blush a little bit more as well. Okay, she actually does an extra layer on her eye too, and I honestly think I'm going to do the same. Yeah. I don't know why I feel like I need more. It's just like I'm with her. I feel like she's gonna use that brush. And every time I'm trying to shake my brow, I get so nervous. Cause I'm like, girl, it don't got no shape. I'm like, girl, it ain't got no shape. Shape. I'm faking a shape. You see how I fake that shape? Faking. I am faking a shape. On how I think. Which I definitely got that in my eyebrow. Okay. And then we're going to, so for shaping, I use like this tilted, slanted, thin brush. I feel like I have more control with this. And then I use this other brush that it's still, is like thinner, but it's a little fluffier than the other one. I'm gonna use that one to kind of like bring it down and do my eyelids, because she does like bring it down and do her eyelids, which I honestly feel like this might be too light for my eyelids, but girl, we here. So I've never used this angled foundation brush. It sort of looks like the contouring brush that she's using. So I'm gonna try it. Here we go. What I really love about this contour that I do use, which is the Morphe stick. Looking for the top. I really like this Morphe contouring stick that I use, because it is so easy to blend. Now, I don't know nothing else, so I'm like, dang, there's contour that is hard to blend. I don't know her. We don't know each other. All I know is this easy life. I think I got this above my jawline, so I'm gonna try to bring it down a bit. Woo. Do you think I put too much on my jawline? Shadow. It's gonna be shadowed out.
To get our nose contour together. Alright, so final step is going back into your foundation brush.
I accidentally covered the bronze.
Tapping over it.
I accidentally covered the bronze. I picked up the wrong brush. That's what happens when you don't look down.
Blended together, and to just prepare you.
I was just trying to blend it out more because it was a little harsh. Make sure we pick up the right brush.
It's blended and working together.
It's probably my favorite.
Honestly,
Just it was a little harsh
over everywhere.
Alright.
No product on it either. Alright, so I think we did a good job and working seamlessly blended. Final step is going back into your foundation brush and just kind of lightly
going back in with my foundation brush and
this one's going to
tap over everything.
Make everything look seamlessly blended together, and to just
we don't tap over everything to make it look blended together. We don't want no harsh lines.
Prepare you for
and it came off my finger. Alright, I'm powdered. Although I do realize I did not go on this side, and I didn't set. I didn't I didn't like it out. But we're here. Alright.
kind of similar.
Alright, I do have a bronzer brush. I bought a bronzer brush. It's e.l.f. bronzer brush. I'm excited. I'm using still the NYX Buttermilk bronzer. I don't know the shade of this. Buttered down. So yes.
To the e.l.f.
I don't know if I really see a difference today with this, but I'm kind of a little nervous to re-go through it. Especially because like I can see it over here for some reason. It's probably because it's in my hair. We're going through with our powder blush. Now we're going back to our Black Radiance baked blush. And I'm happy because I can't actually see that liquid or cream blush that I put on at all. So excited to be at this step.
These are so...
Okay, so we're doing eyeshadow. I didn't have time to run to Ulta and actually get the eyeshadow that she's using. So I'm just going to use an e.l.f. eyeshadow. And it has on here like very similar to the one that she used. So I'm going to use it. If I can get this open. Y'all, why is makeup so hard to open? It's like, do y'all want me to use it or not? Like, I really be in here struggling to open the makeup. Like, it's like y'all don't want me to use it. Alright, so she's using like a metallic, so I'm going to use the like goldish metallic that's here. She actually went in with her finger, so we gonna go in with our, she went in with her finger first, and then she went in with the brush, which, ooh, this hard. And, ooh. Child, we may need to use the brush. It ain't going on easy like hers did. Yeah, we're gonna go ahead and use a brush because this is not going on like it did for her. And I honestly don't know if this is a brush for this, but we're here, we're using it because it's small. That's it, that's all.
Look going, but you can clearly see that was super easy to apply. So that's all.
So she talking about something I have to deal with the fallout. Meanwhile, I'm over here trying to deal with the fallout because this shit is falling everywhere. My whole face is glittered. Y'all, this has gotten... The glitter has gotten everywhere. This is not beginner friendly. Elf, this is not beginner friendly. Elf gonna be like, girl, be a better beginner. I literally have glitter all over here, but I don't know how to get it off, so we're gonna leave it.
Doing for the eyelids, guys. Super easy holiday look.
Super easy holiday eyes.
So I'm gonna go in with
and I like
second
it.
shade.
It's very kind of natural.
Lunar veil, and I'm gonna go in.
I'm not gonna do that inner face that she does.
So all I did was my lashes.
Okay, we're at the end. Eyeliner, mascara, and lip. We're here. We're in Jaqua's comfort zone.
So all I did was apply lashes. I'm super sorry that it cut off, but you can apply mascara.
Now y'all know it's really gonna be wrong with Quay when I start applying lashes. She put on lashes, we're gonna put on this mascara. That's gonna be a different growing with Quay. Okay. I ain't gonna lie, y'all. I done looked at him a couple times. I'm a little tempted. Just a little. Not enough to pick him up or touch him or nothing like that. Just enough to glance and wonder. But yeah, I did something I'll never do, and that's mess up my lip. But whatever. All right, we actually outlined with the purple, and then I went back in with the black because it's really dark, but I'm actually really liking it. So here we go, our Valentine's Day look. We're here. We're late, but we're here. We're done. This has been another Face with Growing with Quay. Of course, I'm gonna take a picture, show you all it in a better lighting, because girl, we still have not found a better place to do this with better lighting. We're gonna get on it, we're gonna figure it out, but this is the final look, y'all. So I'm glad I caught this, came back, and this is after I've taken my reveal photo and realized I didn't do any setting spray. Also realized in this video there was a point I realized I didn't do any primer. Face still came out great, I think. However, we are gonna come back and put this setting spray on. Okay, this face gotta stay. Here we are, back to spray. All right, she sprayed. You know, maybe I could have did that red, because this blush don't look too bad. So maybe I could have done a redder blush. Y'all let me know if you think I can go redder. Like do a red blush. So this is your girl's final look. I did change my hair because the curls did not come out as I wanted to. It was giving Halloween, not Valentine. The lip is a little darker than I would like, but that's okay. By the time you finish eating all the food, it had been rubbed off, and so I'll be able to lighten it up. But I think I look damn good. Delectable.